Okay, hi guys. I'm super excited you guys hopped on. If you have any questions throughout this, just put them in the chat for me and I can answer them when I see them, or I'll just answer them at the end. This is not going to be super long because I have other trainings on posting too that you can also look at on YouTube. But this is just going to be a quick little training on like posting on your page and posting on your story. So let me start by saying you have to be like super consistent with posting on your page and with posting on your story. So the analogy that a lot of you'll hear a lot of the leaders use in the business is it's like you own a shop, and if your doors aren't open or you don't have the open sign up, then nobody knows that you're open. Nobody's going to come in and look at your stuff. But when you have the doors open or the open sign is up, then people are like, oh, that place is open. That stuff looks cute. Let me go in there, you know? It's the same thing with online. It's just you have to be posting about it. So, like, if you're not consistently posting about the business or the products, people aren't going to know that, like, you still sell it or that you sell it in the first place if they're like a new person to your page. So, being consistent is key. Even if you feel like it's taking you a while to like get customers or get distributors or whatever, like you have to be consistent with it. I had to be consistent with it for like a year before people started coming to me instead of me having to go to people. Okay. So for my whole first year, I still was like a mass enroller. I still enrolled a bunch of DTs. I still enrolled a bunch of low customers through host to post and messaging people, but I did not have people come to me. Like I low key in the back of my head was like, is me posting like really even doing anything? But it does, I promise. You just have to be consistent with it. It'll get to the point where people will be messaging you about it or commenting on your stuff more often than you felt like they were in the first place. But also, when you're sending messages out, you're messaging people, and if even if they aren't answering, I bet you a lot of those people are going to your page and kind of like looking around your page to be like, what is this person talking about? Like, why are they messaging me? And like looking at your past couple posts or looking at your story to see like what the heck you want and why you're messaging them. So if they don't see anything about the business, or they see like one post from like a month ago or like one post from like 3 weeks ago, they're probably like, is this what she's talking about? I don't know. Or if they go to like someone's page that posts on a daily or even bi-daily basis about the business on their page and is always posting on their story and making sure to incorporate the business somewhere on there, then they're going to be able to look at everything and understand like what the business is before they answer you back. So you're honestly probably going to get more people to answer you back as far as when you're posting as well, because people will actually think that you're genuine and you're a person and you're actually like doing this business and making money from the business. Whereas if you're just messaging them and you have nothing on your page, they're not even going to believe that you're doing something. They're going to think that it's like a spam message. So, that being said, in a nutshell, be consistent. All right. And now I'm going to kind of go into like what to post and how to post. Okay. Let's start with posting on our page and then we'll move into posting on your stories. Posting on my page. Let's talk about Facebook first. Okay, we're going to break this into little segments. Okay, Facebook. I post on my Facebook every morning. I post either an interaction post, a post about the giveaway that we're doing, or a product or distributor post. Okay, every 2 days, it's a giveaway post about the giveaway. So it'll be like giving away $500, drop your birth month for an entry. Super simple, something like that. Okay. That's literally every other day. So if I did it on Monday, I'm going to do it again on Wednesday, and I'm going to do it again on Friday. And then I'll probably skip and do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is kind of when I do my giveaway posts, but you can do it however you want. Okay. On the days that I'm not doing giveaway posts, I'm doing either an interaction post or a product or distributor post. Okay. Me personally, I take my like Sabbath day on Sunday, so I'm not really working my business on Sundays. So I do my interaction post on Sunday so that I just throw it up real quick in the morning before church, and then people can be commenting on it throughout the day. And then on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays is when I'm posting a product post or a distributor post. Usually I make one of those a distributor post and the other two product posts. So let me give you an example. You guys can message me for these scripts if you don't have them or if you want them. I'm just going to give you an example of some of the posts that I will like put on my page. Usually I just take them from the host posts that I use and I just reword it so that it's myself saying it. So like for a distributor one, I'll just put like what I use as my distributor host to post, which is anyone looking for a stay-at-home position, whether it be full-time or just extra cash on the side? I'm looking for people who are interested. You must be 18, and then has the little emoji pointing down. So that would be like a distributor post I would use. That's literally just a host to post that I use, and instead of it saying my friend Bethany, it says I am looking for. If I do a product post, I switch it up between doing the Thermophyte X, the wraps, the hair, skin, and nails, and the cleanse is the 4 that I mainly use. Every once in a while, like I've done a lash serum post that got a couple comments before. You can do whatever you want to do. Like I do coffee posts sometimes. Me personally, I guess my followers just don't really aren't interested in coffee or something. I mean, I don't drink coffee, so maybe that's why. But when I do the coffee posts, I don't get a whole bunch of interaction. I get more from the Thermophyte X or the cleanse. So those are the ones I do the most often. Or I'll just do a generic weight loss post. Like we have a generic weight loss host post that we do. I'll just do a generic weight loss post on my page. Like if you could lose any amount of weight this year, how much would you want to lose? And then people can comment, and then I can message them and say, hey, I saw your comment on my weight loss post. Can I give you some information? Super, super simple. So that's something I'm doing on my Facebook every morning. When I'm doing the giveaway posts, I'm using the little color backgrounds because Facebook algorithms are weird. And when you use the background colors, like when you type a post and you pick like a background color, like teal or whatever to use, Facebook like resets your algorithm and it shows it to more people. Like, I don't know if I worded that the right way, but more people see it when you use the background colors. Whereas when you're posting pictures or just posting words without like the background colors, Facebook shows that to the people that you interact with the most, which will play into like interacting, which we're not going to get into, but like you should be interacting with your like people on your timeline as well, because then they'll see your posts more. So I use the color backgrounds for the giveaway posts. I'll also use them if I do a Thermophyte X post, and sometimes if I do a cleanse post. But the wraps and the hair, skin, and nails, I usually use like a before and after picture when I do those. You can literally scroll through my Facebook and like take my stuff and just reword it a little bit, because if we all use the same words, then it's just gonna, like, Facebook algorithms again are gonna be like, oh, what are these people doing? They're all saying the same thing. That's not okay. So just change the words a little bit, and you can use the posts that I use and the pictures that I use, not the ones of me, but the before and after pictures or the pictures of the hair, skin, and nails or the cleanse that I use. You can use them. Skipping into later in the day, if it's like a free day, like I don't have a whole lot going on, sometimes I'll go live on my Facebook, or I'll just do another post, just like typed out something, literally something random that I would have posted on my Facebook before I did the business, like something stupid my siblings did or something. And then that only happens like once or twice a week usually, that I have time to do something in the middle of the day. Then at the end of the day, at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I will do my life post. So this is where people, I guess, struggle the most. So every night, sometimes I miss a night here or there. I'm not perfect. But every night I try to do my life post. I will use a picture of myself or of my dog or me and my siblings or whatever. It literally is usually myself. But I know some people don't like a whole bunch of pictures of themselves. You're going to want to put pictures of yourself so that people can see your face. But if you want to change it up between you and your kids or your animals or whatever, that's fine too. So when you go to like my Instagram page, it's literally just pictures of me, and sometimes my siblings are in there too, or my dog, but it's like just pictures of me. So when people go to my page, they like know who I am, they know what I look like, they know what kind of pictures I take. So it's not just like a bunch of like, especially on Instagram, you don't want like pictures of like words and all that all over your feed, because it's not going to look eye-catching. Okay. On Facebook, it's a little different because when people are scrolling down, they're seeing the posts about the products as well. But they're still like once a day or once every other day seeing a picture of me, like talking about the business. So this is how I have pictures, is like when I go somewhere fun, I'll just like get somebody to take a bunch of pictures of me. Or I just have picture days every once in a while, and I'll take like a half an hour and either take my little tripod that was like $10 on Amazon, outside with me, like out front or out back of my house, or I'll get like my sister to come take pictures of me. And I just take like a half an hour and I change my shirt like 3 or 4 times and just take a bunch of pictures so that I have them for like days and days. I then save them into an album on Pinterest so that I can go on Pinterest and look at my selfies album and just pick a picture out of there so that I'm not taking pictures super often. Like I'm taking pictures for like the month when I go outside and take pictures. And I just switch up which outfit I'm posting every day. And then if I go somewhere, like my family and I went apple picking a couple weekends ago, I got them to take a bunch of pictures of me like in the cornfield and the apple field. And now I have a bunch of pictures of that I get to use too. But also some people just like take one picture a day because it takes like 30 seconds to take a picture. So that's fine too. You do whichever one works for you. I like just getting them all over with so I don't have to look super cute every day. And then what to post with it, I do different things. So I have this notes, which if you don't have, let me know and I'll send it to you. I have something saved in my notes called 29 writing prompts for 29 days, and it gives you like 29 different ideas, which I use those ideas in the tasks that I put in our team chat. So, I mean, you kind of get the ideas if you look at the tasks, but sometimes I'll go through there and find one that I want to use. Sometimes I'll hear something when I'm listening to my self-development that I want to use. So, like, for example, I would listen to Steve Harvey. And he said something that I used in a post last week about like being, what did it say? It said you can't be thankful and discouraged at the same time, I think. Okay, so I heard that in my self-development and I used that as the first sentence of my post, and then I just talked from there. I like thought in my head about how I can relate that to the business somehow, and then I went through and I wrote a paragraph about it, and I ended like I end like all of my life posts by saying, for more information on what I do, fill out the influencer application in my bio. If you don't have an influencer application, you can make one, but you also can just say, for more information on what I do, message me the word opportunity, and that's fine too. I made an influencer application when like a whole bunch of people were doing it, and it works kind of. I don't know if it works any better though than just saying like, message me the word opportunity. But that's up to you to decide whether you want to try to do that or not. I also will go to other top leaders pages and kind of like steal little bits and pieces of their posts for ideas. So for example, like Cheyenne Knox or Kristen Kirkendale or Morgan McIntyre or Courtney Vogel, like I go to their pages and I look at their posts and I find one that I kind of relate to, and then I just change up the words and I use it for myself. I don't do that super often, and I try to change the words so that it really sounds more like me than them, but that's something you can totally do when you're new. When I was newer, I did that all the time. Like I did that for most of my posts when I was newer. There's also like Jade Hooper. If you have kids, she's usually like posting about her kids, so I don't really steal her posts because I don't have kids, so I can't relate them to me as much. Another idea is you can go onto Pinterest and literally search like boss babe quotes, motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, girl boss quotes, like anything like that. And like I'll just find a quote that I like. Let's see. So there's one that says, "Queens will always turn pain into power." Sometimes I'll go through and find a bunch that I like and save them into an album on Pinterest so that I can just go through there because I know I'll find one that I like and use it. So I would just use that as the first line of my post again. Queens will always turn pain into power. And then I would think about how I can relate that to the business somehow. Doesn't have to always be about making money in the business. It can be about how the business has helped you emotionally, how the business has helped you with friendships, how you're excited about the business going to help you with friendships or money or emotionally or whatever. It doesn't always have to be about stuff that is happening to you right now. It can be about stuff that happened to you in the past. It can be about stuff that you're excited is going to happen to you in the future. Last idea. So that's like 4 ideas so far of like how you can get posts, right? So you can go to top leaders pages, you can listen to your self-development, you can go to Pinterest and get ideas off there, or you can just use the ideas that I put in the tasks chat every day. And then the last thing also that corporate always talks about, if I can find it, is super, super simple. They always just say, what's your story? This is how you're going to do your post every day. What's your story? First thing you talk about is what was your life like before the business? The second thing you talk about is what held you back from joining the business. The third thing you talk about is how your life is different now that you're in the business, or how it's going to be different now that you're in the business. And the fourth thing is inviting the person that's reading to come along the journey with you. So that's what corporate always does, because then you can use that outline every single day and just talk about different things that used to be true for you that aren't true for you anymore. So posts that tend to bring in a lot of like actual potentials for me are posts where I post about a time where I didn't really have a lot of money and now I do, or a time where It Works paid for something. So I'll just post a picture of me like at my gas tank of my car, or with a shopping cart of groceries, or with like envelopes from medical bills, and I'll talk about how the business allows me to pay for these things. Those bring in a lot of potentials. I don't do them all the time. I just do them when I actually use It Works to pay for things. But you can talk about how you're excited that It Works is going to help you pay for things, you know? So hopefully that helped with like where to get pictures and where to get ideas for your life posts. Also remember to be consistently doing them every day. Jade Hooper on Sundays writes all her posts for the week. Sometimes at the beginning of the month, she said she writes all her posts for the month. I don't have the time or the mindset to be able to sit there and write like 30 posts in, I don't know how long that takes her, probably like half an hour to 45 minutes, I would assume. I'm not going to do that. There you go. You filled up your gas tank, so make a post about it. So I really just write my posts every day. Sometimes I'll write the one for the next day in the evening if I know I'm going to be busy, or if I just have an idea to write one, I'll write it for the next day. But if you're a type of person that you like to plan out your week on Sundays, get all your pictures set up and type all your posts out, and then you go on Instagram and all you have to do is click post and it posts. And you can even connect your Instagram to your Facebook so that it posts on your Facebook too. That's how I have my Instagram. It's connected to my Facebook. So every time I post on my story and my page on Instagram, it just goes on my Facebook. So I don't have to do both. You can try to look really quick at how to do that if you don't know how. You go to your Instagram, you click the three little lines in the right corner, you click settings, you click account, you click linked accounts, and then it has my Facebook at the top. You're not gonna be able to see it because it's bright. It has my Facebook at the top. You just have to click the little what is that word? I don't know the word. The little thing that goes back and forth. I want to say noddle, but that's not the right word. To share your posts to Facebook and to share your story to Facebook. And you have to choose like your actual Facebook profile for it to go to. So that is posting on your page. We're gonna go over posting on your story. It'll probably take about the same amount of time, so we'll be off of here in like 15 minutes. You guys are awesome. Thank you again so much for hopping on. I'm super excited that everybody is learning. Hopefully this is helping you. If you have questions, like I said, put them in the chat for me. Okay. I'm reading. Ooh, I've never heard of that one. I'll have to look at it. Thank you, Victoria. I'm gonna have to look at that when we get off of here. Yes, Victoria is amazing at doing her posts already, and she is super new. So, I mean, you can go look at Victoria's page too if you want. So posting on your story. When I have time, like when I don't go to work that day, I will post on my story every 2 to 3 hours. It's not always about the business. It's just posting on my story every 2 to 3 hours so that it goes back to like people that have posted recently, you know, on Instagram and Facebook. It shows you the people that have posted on their story recently. So it'll go back to people's little bubble there and more people will see it. So I don't like overload it with like a million slides every day. I just put a couple slides like every 2 or 3 hours, or one slide every 2 or 3 hours. I will mix it up between the business and not the business. So for example, let's see what I posted on my story today. The first thing from a day ago is like a big quote about how different things are hard. Then I posted about somebody joining my team. Okay. And then I posted a little picture with their picture added on to all the people that have joined my team so far. Then I posted about being sick this morning. And then I put my TikTok that I posted today, I put that on my Instagram story and my Facebook story. And then I said, I'm going to be bored, so people ask me questions. Then I answered people's questions. Then I posted when I was at the doctor's, and then I posted what I was doing when I got home from the doctor's. And then I just was talking about how people are annoying and I had to block people today. So I still have to post about the products and the business today. I guess today was not the best example because I was sick today. I still posted on my story though. You see how I still post on my story every 2 or 3 hours, even though I was sick today? Yeah. I still have to post about the products and I still have to post about business opportunity, but I still was posting on my story. So I still was present and people were seeing my face and hearing my voice and seeing my journey. I make sure to post something about products every day and something about the business opportunity every day. Okay, so the products can be like 1 or 2 slides about a specific product, or it can be like about deals that we have, like the pick 2 or 3. And then my business opportunity posts, there are some generic ones that you can find in the like Instagram and Facebook content group chat. That chat has so much stuff for your stories. So there's not really any excuse to not have product and distributor posts for your stories because there's so much stuff in there. And you can use the same stuff a couple days later because people will forget what it looked like. And I also have made stories on Over. I have like 4 different stories right now. I try to make a new one every couple months, but I have like 4 different stories right now that I go between that have like pictures of me and like my story in words on Over. Over is a free app that you can use with like just put fun backgrounds on that you get from Google, and then you can put your picture on it, and you can use the mask effect on Over to like erase the picture around you, so it's literally just like you, and then put words on there in different fonts, and it's fun. So I do product posts and distributor posts every day on my story, and besides that, I am just like switching it up with like random things that I'm doing throughout the day. I post about the weather. Every time I go to work, I post like what I'm eating on my break, or that I'm at work, or what I'm doing at work. When I'm at work though, I don't post on my story as often because I can't be on my phone. So I'll just be like on my story every like 6 hours while I'm at work. Because I'll like post on my break and then post when I get off. So those days I don't post as often, but I'm still posting about products and the business opportunity either before or after work as well. I always make sure every day to get on my story like with my face and my voice, like talking, making a video. It doesn't have to be about products. It can be about something random that happened to me, or like fixing the heat in my car, or talking about being sick like I did today, or people being annoying like I did today. So I literally am just like switching it up. You can post about your animals again, your siblings, your children, your friends, what you're doing for the day, what you're eating for the day, and switch that up with products and business opportunity posts. So you can make your own slides with the Over app, or you can find an app that you like. Some people use Unfold also, or you can use the slides that are in the IG and FB content chat. If you're not in that chat, type in the team chat and tell me you want to be in the chat and I'll add you in there. Does anybody have any questions before I end it? I'm going to stop recording.